Today we're talking about why fans think Taylor Swift is about to make a huge announcement on May 8th, Timothee Chalamet confirmed his breakup, and so much more.
Hey you guys, welcome back to Shared News. Today we are going over some of the biggest stories of the day, but before we get into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell so we can keep you updated on all things going on in pop culture. Hey you guys, as always, I am Renee Ariel, and I am joined by the lovely Fiona Zaring.
Hello.
Well, Fiona, we got a lot to talk about today, starting with a topic I love, Taylor Swift, but more specifically, what Taylor Swift's BFF said about her. What did Selena Gomez say?
It was so sweet. So Selena just did an interview with Apple Music and she spilled a lot of tea. She really opened up about what music she's into, where she gets her inspiration from, and of course, she gushed all about Taylor. So she revealed her at-home playlist. She, of course, included Taylor's song Lover on her playlist and explained why, saying, "This is another song that shows her ability to take it back to the old, to also combine it with her challenging to do new things with her music. So I think that here is that. I'll always, not even biased, just think she's one of the greatest songwriters." Such a sweet sentiment. Obviously, Taylor is such an iconic songwriter. You are a die-hard Swiftie. What did you think of her calling her an iconic songwriter?
Well, I completely agree with her. I think Taylor is one of the best songwriters of our time, absolutely. Because if you think about, how much she's grown since she originally started writing, but also how much her songs have made an impact on so many people. Like her songs still to this day, like she has the iconic breakup songs that we go back to every time we feel heartbroken. And now that she's in love, I know the songs like Lover and other songs on her new album are going to stick with us for years to come. And that right there, I think shows why she's such an iconic songwriter. She's very gifted at what she does, and she speaks to people in a way that a lot of people can't.
Absolutely. Moving on from Taylor, Selena also gushed about who her all-time fave musician is, and this one kind of surprised me. Not because she's not amazing, just because I don't think I've ever heard her gush about her before. Apparently, her all-time fave is Rihanna. She said, quote, "All I'm going to say is from the get-go, I've been a Rihanna fan, SOS to now. There isn't any real moment that isn't gold, but Love on the Brain, and when she performed that live, I think that's one of the greatest songs of our time." Interesting, right? I love that. I love that vibe.
The funny thing is, I actually love on the Brain as well. That's one of my favorites. I think that song has so much emotion in it when she sings, and I know exactly the live performance she's referring to. Also, I think it's the only time Rihanna performed it live for like TV, but it's such a powerful song. But yeah, I'm surprised to hear that Rihanna is Selena's favorite artist as well, because we just have never heard her talk about her. But honestly, right? Rihanna's amazing. We're waiting for the album that she's promised us for 2 years. Rihanna, we need new music from you.
Oh my gosh. Well, the good news is, while we might have to wait a little bit longer for music from Rihanna, Selena revealed she's actually working on new music while quarantined. She said she's making a little studio setup, FaceTiming with producers and engineers, and working with the people she's quarantined with. So I would say she just gifted us with Rare, which kind of like Rihanna took a really long time to come to fruition.
Yeah.
So if we get new Selena music even faster out of this quarantine, I love that silver lining. Be sure to like this video, you guys, if you're interested in new music from Selena or Rihanna, because I think that would be a really great day when we hear those announcements are coming out.
Totally agree. And speaking of announcements, you guys, for all those Swifties out there, our time may be coming very soon, because, our girl Taylor Swift just did something that is making Swifties, fans around the world think that she's about to announce something big. Basically, she posted a selfie on Instagram and Twitter at 5:08 p.m. Both of them, which you may know, 5/8, May 8th. What is it almost? It's almost May. And fans are really looking into this because, one, Taylor Swift drops Easter eggs everywhere she goes. This is how she releases all of her music. There's always hints beforehand. Obviously, we're just, guessing here based on the time, but there's more than that, because you know what 5 + 8 equals? 13, her favorite number. You don't believe me yet? Let's move on to some more evidence, shall we? If you guys recall back in the Man music video, there was a wedding ceremony in it, and before the wedding ceremony, like the little transition, it said 58 years later. There's those numbers again, 5, 8. People have been speculating that Taylor would be dropping new music because she's been using the word heavenly a lot. There was rumors that maybe she was going to drop a single called Heavenly. On top of that, since we all are in quarantine and now Taylor Swift's tour is getting postponed, we need some T Swift music. This would be the time to drop some. On top of all of that, so the caption of her picture says not a lot going on at the moment, which is a nod to her t-shirt that she wore in the 22 music video. Here's my question for you. What if, hear me out, Swifties, what if she makes an announcement on May 8th, which would be the 5/8, but the actual song that she's releasing that she will announce is dropping on the 22nd, and that's why her caption is from the 22 music video. Just a thought.
Wow.
But on top of that, and I also want to point this out, you guys, so if you notice the day she posted her these photos on Instagram and Twitter, it was on April 27th. 4/27. What is 4 + 2 + 7? It's 13. All I'm saying is I think something's happening. I think it's super sus that she posted on April 27th, which adds up to 13, at 5:08, which adds up to 13, which is also a Friday, mind you, which is the day that our artists often release new music. I think something's brewing. I think Taylor would definitely be one to drop new music during this time because we need some Taylor Swift music during this time. And now that we have to wait, another year for Loverfest, I think she's going to gift us with something. And I think it's going to come real soon. Oh my God, maybe it's for her mom because May 10th is Mother's Day. I need to stop. I need a Swiftie therapy group because this is just a lot for me.
Wow.
What do you think? Do you think something's coming?
I hope something's coming. I think that would be great. I think it would be a very excellent quarantine gift and surprise. I also think that, let's face it, I think Taylor is constantly writing songs. She's constantly producing music. It's just who she is. So much like when Selena Gomez was like, surprise, I have more music that didn't make the album, but it's great and it was gonna see the light of day someday. Taylor's been known to do that too. So this could be a Lover extended edition. This could be a brand new, who knows? All I know is I believe Taylor Swift has always got some extra songs in her back pocket, and I hope we get to hear one very soon. Moving on to some not as fun and cheerful news, Mr. Timothee Chalamet just confirmed he is officially broken up with Lily Rose Depp. They've split over after a year of dating. We know this because he described him as currently single in a new issue of Vogue. And you guys, I don't know about you, but this isn't a tabloid. This is Vogue. I feel as though there's really no room to question. The interview mainly focused on his career, of course, but it did mention a recent move to London where he'll be starring in the play 4,000 Miles. So again, they didn't really get into the nitty gritty of what went wrong in the relationship or dive for rumors or tea. But I think it's totally logical to assume that a move to London and both of their crazy busy schedules could have been what got in the way. They have been an incredibly private couple, aside from, some PDA pics surfacing. They didn't really walk carpets together. Their romance started back in October of 2018 after working on Netflix's The King. So they've had a very interesting run. And, I think it would be unfair to speculate because we don't know really anything other than they've broken up. Hopefully they split on good terms. And as much as we didn't know about them, I thought they were a cool couple. So who knows? We'll see what comes next. hopefully they're both happy and this will be a new great chapter.
I totally agree. I mean, honestly, I think quarantine is a time that's bringing a lot of people back together. So I wonder what that will do. Like, I'm guessing that they broke up a while before this was even put into vogue. And on top of that, again, we don't know obviously what happened, but I wonder if it really was, busy schedules, just geographics. And I wonder what quarantine will do. Maybe it'll bring them back together. You know who quarantine has brought back together though, Fiona? It's brought back together Stassi and Kylie Jenner.
My goodness.
Fun story. Kylie, I forgot, she's on TikTok. And recently, Kylie and her BFF Stassi, who I assume are quarantining together, made a few TikToks. And I think we need to talk about them because Kylie is learning TikTok dances. And so there's been 4 TikToks posted, 2 on Stassi's account and 2 on Kylie's account. And Stassi showed a very early look at Kylie's TikTok dance career, and I would like to show you. This seems like her first attempt at a TikTok dance. Take a look. So Stassi said that Kylie basically came in and didn't really know the dance, as you could see in the video. But I think it's super cute. I love that Kylie's like trying to involve herself in the TikTok dance world. I will say though, she later did it a lot better. She learned some of the moves. She added her own twist at the end. Are we saying this is the next Charli D'Amelio? Absolutely not. That is not what I'm saying. On top of that, Stassi and Kylie reuse the audio from the Keeping Up with the Kardashians scene that's become pretty iconic on TikTok with Kendall and Chris, where they talk about cute jeans. And then they did the Savage dance, but they did it with the Carole Baskin version. And if you guys don't know that version, it goes, Carole Baskin killed her husband, whacked him. And I could do the whole thing because I spend way too much time on TikTok, but they did that. Again, Kylie and Stassi, neither of them knew the dance this time. I don't know there was a lot going on there. It wasn't the dance we are familiar with, but it was their own little twist, and they were twerking in bikinis. What are your thoughts on Kylie and Stassi being their own little TikTok quarantine crew right now?
Here's the thing. I think they are an adorable, very unique friendship. Like, there is no 2 people out there that really deliver like BFF vibes like Kylie and Stassi, from the matching like custom outfits that no one else can get their hands on to now these TikTok dances. I think they have a lot of fun together. I think that they love to flaunt their BFF status, and I think that neither of them are the best dancers TikTok has seen. But you know what? If everybody in their bedroom is entitled to make an embarrassing TikTok dancing video and post it, of course Kylie Jenner is too, right? I think it's great that she and Stassi just wanted to have some fun. And you know what? There was a lot of potential there. I think with a little more practice, who knows? Maybe
who knows?
No one can be the next Charli. But you know what? The 2 of them are interested in making up their own dances. They got it together a little bit more. I could see a Kylie Jenner dance trending like that. Just, it's in her DNA, right? She can make something trend. Totally. So who knows? I love this. We always need more Kardashian content. Lord knows there is always. Oh my goodness. All right. True. Well, Miss Kylie hopefully is going to keep dancing on TikTok. She has sort of gotten a break from the paparazzi. Not really. Those makeup-free selfies or whatever surfaced recently. You know who else certainly needs a break from the paparazzi? Mr. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. They have moved to Los Angeles, which was an interesting move, all things considered, since they have a difficult relationship with the media, and we know the media is all over this city. Lindsay Lohan stepped in to offer some wise advice for dealing with the paparazzi. We all know there was a period of time where Lindsay could not leave her house, breathe, have a sip of coffee without being harassed by the paparazzi. So Andy Cohen asked her what advice she would offer them if the rumors are true that they moved to Malibu. There are tons of paparazzi there, in case you aren't familiar with the paparazzi status in Malibu. Lindsay said they would need a different private beach because you can't even surf out far enough to not be spotted in Malibu. Like, you're going to get spotted in the ocean, according to Lindsay. She said, quote, "It's just really hard to do anything publicly there. The timing right now, luckily, is everyone is more at home, but once that's over, just get drivers." Which I'm gonna guess Harry and Meghan have drivers, so hopefully they're good in that department. Let's see, Meghan and Harry are settling into Los Angeles. They actually have been able to sneak out undetected already, so that's pretty cool. They delivered food to people in need on Easter with Project Angel Food. They literally went door to door giving meals to people. They were in head to toe protective gear, like all precautions taken. So you know what that looks like if you've seen the photos. They were probably basically unrecognizable. Think about how many layers of masks and whatnot. Someone from the organization actually said that some of the people accepting food from them didn't even know it was them. So all I'm saying is, so far, I think they're doing pretty good with figuring out ways to avoid the paparazzi and still be out in public. So we'll see. It's going to be an interesting journey for them, I think, adjusting to this LA life.
Yeah, I will say this advice that Lindsay Lohan has shared has reminded me how celebrities and public figures have such different problems than we do. Like, I never would have thought about how deep in the ocean I'd have to go, or that I'd have to get a private beach. Otherwise, the paparazzi would be able to see me surfing. Thankfully, I don't surf and I'm not famous. But wow, the things you don't think about.
I know. I always think back to, if you really want to be shocked, I think a lot of people don't necessarily grasp like what it looks like to be stalked by the paparazzi. Let me just tell you, there are videos on YouTube. Search it. You want to see why Britney Spears had a meltdown in 2007? Search Britney Spears paparazzi 2007. It can be really, really intense. And Lindsay definitely was at the peak of her fame during a period of time where they were extra extreme. So I do think it's kind of funny that Andy Cohen tapped her for advice, and maybe Meghan and Harry heard it and went, okay, no surfing in the ocean. File that one away.
That would be amazing. Who knew? Lindsay Lohan, such a helper. But you guys, if you have any thoughts on Lindsay Lohan's advice or some theories about what Taylor may or may not announce on May 8th, make sure to leave them down in the comments below. And of course, if you want to hear what's going on in pop culture, make sure to subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, because we will be back here talking about it all the time. As always, I'm your host, Renee Ariel. You can follow me on socials at Renee Ariel. And of course, Fiona, where can they follow you?
You can find me on socials at Fiona's Airing.
All right, you guys, we will see you next time.